What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be doing a follow-up to one of my previous videos, this time covering 6 types of enemies that everyone hates in Call of Duty Warzone. Now, if you haven't seen the previous one of these, it was 6 teammates that everyone hates in Call of Duty Warzone, so I will leave a card up in the top right if you do want to go and check that one out after the video. If you end up enjoying this one, then be sure to leave a like down below, and if you are new, then consider subscribing with those notifications on. But with that out of the way, let's get stuck right into it, and these are in no particular order. The first one on this list is probably the most common one, and this is the dreaded corner camper. Now, in games like Warzone, where there's so much at stake with each gunfight, there are so many people in this game who camp in corners waiting for an unsuspecting enemy to run by for an easy kill. And if you do this, then you are straight up not good at the game. Now, don't get me wrong, if your teammates are all dead and there's a bounty on you, or if it's down to the last 10 players or something like that, then sure, camping is kind of expected in that situation, and I think most people give that a pass, at least I know I do, and the same does go for if you're a newer player and you are just trying to learn how to play or something like that. What I'm talking about is more the type of bloke who has a gold gun at rank 155 that's camping in a house when there are still 89 players left in the lobby. Those are the types of enemies that I absolutely cannot stand, and although they're not too common when you're playing with a squad, they are all over the place in solos and they absolutely do my head in. If you are one of these players, grow a set and take a step outside that building for more than 8 seconds per game. We would all really appreciate it. Next up on this list is what I've called the angry gulagger, and these are the types of players who shoot your dead body after killing you in the gulag, showing just how superior they are to you after they camped in a corner ADSing for a longer time than you. Now, some people probably do it just for a lol, I get that, but I swear most of the people that do this are those super angry sweatbags who have Damascus camo and multiple holes in their walls at home that they've caved in when they get killed. When you kill someone in the gulag, just head back to the war zone, don't act like a bitch and shoot my dead body, even if it's the only way that you can sleep at night, because if you're that type of player, I doubt you're going to get back in and win anyway, let's be completely honest. Next up on the list is currently the most common without a doubt, however that will change hopefully soon, but this is the Ghoul Maid. Now, I'm guilty of having used the Ghoul a lot when I first started. I was new to the game and everyone told me that it was really good, so I'll be honest, I used the absolute shit out of this thing for a solid month. But eventually I realised that it was a little bit too easy, at which point I've pretty much barely used it since, other than late in the game when I've spawned back and just really need to try and get the win. There are many players out there who will quite literally only use this weapon, and maybe some of them are clueless as to how annoying it is, but I think most of them know it's annoying and don't really give a shit either way. Yes, in a game like Warzone, I get that winning is important and you should always use the better weapons, but at some point you've surely got to try something else out and just give your hands a break from all of that sweat, because it's just really unhygienic, and with the pandemic going on right now, that's just plain irresponsible. And just quickly doing the maths in my head, I'm pretty sure using the Ghoul is directly linked with spreading coronavirus, so just stop, get some help. Next up on the list we have the Dropshot, which tends to get people absolutely steaming in this game. Now, I will admit I am guilty of this at times. Sometimes in a panic, or sometimes I plan to do it, so I'm probably not the one to be talking about this because it is slightly hypocritical.
Are you drop-shotting people?
In my opinion, it does take a slight bit of skill to consistently drop shot effectively, so I do give it some leeway there, but with that being said, holy fuck is it annoying when it happens to you, especially in Warzone, because of how important each gunfight is. I think there is a fine line between using it effectively and spamming it in every gunfight, and if you're one of those players who relies so heavily on it, then perhaps you need to get good. Next up on the list is the Most Wanted Hunter, and these are pretty rare, but man, when you get one, it is so annoying to deal with. Just the other day I was playing with my IRL mates. They happened to all be dead and I got back from the gulag, so naturally I went and picked up the Most Wanted contract and went to grab a chopper to stay safe so that my mates could spawn back in and we could have a bit of fun after a long day of work. Well, another team who also had a Most Wanted contract themselves decided it would be fun to literally chase me in a chopper for the entire 3 minutes, blowing up my chopper, meaning I had to get into a vehicle, and even then they continued to chase me around like there's no tomorrow. Yes, I understand getting a Most Wanted puts a bounty on your head and there's a decent payout if you do get an enemy who has one, but whatever happened to the gentleman's agreement? I just want to get my mates back in and have some fun, but you've got to sweat your balls off chasing me when you have a contract as well. Now, last but definitely not least, we have what I call the parachuter, and these are those types of players who shoot you out of the sky right at the start of the round with no regard for where they're actually going on the map. All they want is to get a kill while you can't protect yourself, since they're clearly too shit to win a proper gunfight. There is probably nothing more annoying in this game than jumping out of the plane and instantly being shot at all the way from when you first pull your chute to when you hit the ground. It instantly gets rid of all your armor, so even if you make it to the ground safely, you're definitely going to end up dying unless you can get set up extremely quickly.
Oh my god.
On the other side of that though, there is nothing more satisfying than being shot at all the way to the ground only to land, get a weapon and absolutely melt the enemy, then proceed to teabag their dead body. Karma is definitely a bitch. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. If you did enjoy the video, then make sure to leave a like down below. And be sure to subscribe with those notifications on so you don't miss out on any videos or live streams. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys have a great day and I'll catch you all in the next one.